But before the law of Maat was written, and before the frequency of Hathor could flow, where did everything come from? We return to the roots, to what lies before the beginning, to Nun. Nun is not a god to whom offerings are made. It is the original state. It is the sacred void, the eternal tranquil ocean, and the primordial water that precedes all form. Nun is not water in our physical sense. It is the primordial water that precedes the formation of matter. It is the womb of infinite probabilities before their birth. It is pure potential that knows neither time nor space, neither light nor darkness. It is the absolute zero, holding within it the seed of every creation and every possibility. You know that moment, 1 second before the alarm goes off in the morning, the moment where you are neither asleep nor awake, that liminal zone where you are suspended between slumber and wakefulness, not knowing who you are nor what debts you owe. That right there is none. The delicious void before the windows of your brain loads the day's problems. From this void, or this sacred nothingness, emerged the first point of consciousness in existence. The first I in the universe, Atum Ra, just as a sprout emerges from the dark soil. And the greatest secret is that this cosmic ocean is not far away. It has a precise reflection inside us. None is the first unconscious state in every person. It is the silent emptiness that exists before thoughts, beliefs, and identity take shape. It is the white space before your destiny is written. So always remember, new creation does not start from the noise. Creation starts here, from the return to point zero. Creation, whether cosmic or personal, does not begin with an action on the outside. It begins with a return to the inside, a return to none, the sacred 0 point where will precedes manifestation. Modern science today shakes hands with ancient wisdom. For what the ancient Egyptian called none, the primordial ocean, quantum physics calls the 0 point field. This void is not empty as we imagined. It is a raging sea of potential energy that precedes matter, where physics proves that a single cubic meter of this void holds enough energy to boil the Earth's oceans. So, to begin the journey of healing, you must practice silence and unplug the cord of the external world. You are not isolating yourself. Rather, you are connecting to the cosmic battery and charging every atom of your existence directly from the source. The greatness of this process is revealed in the observer effect. The electron does not take a specific position until it is under observation. Just as Osiris in his coffin, embodying potential dormant in the dark, and Horus stands as the conscious witness who brings him into existence. Do you think Nun, or the Primordial Ocean, is just an ancient Egyptian story? Listen closely. For this sacred void is the secret upon which all earthly faiths agreed as the starting point for creation and healing. From the Torah and the Bible, Genesis. Before there was light or matter, the Holy Scripture tells us in Genesis that, "And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters." Notice the precision, the deep and the waters. Here are the literal equivalent of Nun. Creation did not start from pure nothingness, but from primordial waters carrying the consciousness of the Creator, the Spirit. And in Psalms comes the practical prescription to connect with this source. Be stillness and know that I am God. The text commands you to be still as the sole condition for knowing and connection. You cannot charge your energy while moving. You must return to stillness. From Kabbalah. There is a term that matches quantum physics with terrifying precision, ayin, meaning nothingness. But it is not a negative void. It is the absolute fullness that has not yet taken form. Kabbalah states that creation is a transition from ayin, nothingness, nun, to yesh, something, matter. To recreate yourself, healing, you must return your consciousness to the state of ayin, the state of zero. From Taoism, ancient China. Chinese sages called this state Wu-Ji, the empty circle that precedes yin and yang. It is the infinite void containing all possibilities before they divide. To connect with the Tao, you must practice Wu-Wei, meaning non-action. To sit silently and allow energy to arrange itself. Just as muddy water clears itself if left undisturbed. From the Vedas, Hinduism. This void is called Brahman in its unmanifested state, Nirguna. They describe the universe as swimming in Akasha, the ether or the fifth element. It is the matrix that records every vibration and stores every memory. The cosmic memory of Osiris. Silence and meditation are your gateways to access the Akashic records and restore your original, intact version. The conclusion, Quran and science. And the ultimate greatness echoes in the Holy Quran through the concept of Ratq and Fatq, the joining and the separation. Have those who disbelieved not considered that the heavens and the earth were a joined entity, and we separated them and made from water every living thing? Water here parallels Nun, the source of life, where water parallels the energy of Nun and the eternal journey of exiting darkness into light. Allah is the ally of those who believe. He brings them out from darknesses into the light. The journey always begins from darkness, the womb, Nun. So, quantum physics calls it zero-point field.
The ancient Egyptian called it Nun. The Holy Scripture called it the Deep. And Taoism called it Wu-Ji. The names changed, but the prescription is one. Unplug the cord of the external world and drown in the internal silence. Only there, in this uterine darkness, will you find the battery that recharges your existence.
Let us now step away from the temple walls and into the halls of modern psychology. What the ancients called Neteru, Dr. Richard Schwartz rediscovers today under the name Internal Family Systems, IFS. The code of science here tells you a shocking truth. Your mind is not a single solid block. It is a living board of directors comprising multiple parts, negotiating and conflicting. Meaning, your brain isn't a chaotic, free-for-all run by randomness. It is a multinational corporation suffering from a leadership crisis. The problem is that the legitimate CEO, the self, Horus, is on sick leave. And the HR manager, Isis, cannot gather the scattered employees. Meanwhile, the security chief, Seth, exploited this vacuum to run the company through intimidation and brute force. We are convening today for an extraordinary General Assembly meeting to return the real manager to his office and restore institutional order within your mind. In this precise psychological model, the roles become geniusly clear. Seth occupies the position of what IFS calls firefighters. He is that fierce defensive part that uses shields of anger and fires of aggression not to hurt you, but to protect you from feeling deep pain. As for Osiris, he represents the exiles. Those scarred, exiled fragments carrying the weight of past trauma, sealed away in the chambers of the unconscious. While Horus emerges to represent the self, the wise leader possessing a rare blend of curiosity, compassion, and the courage needed to contain and lead these conflicting parts. Here we realize the astonishing truth. The ancient Egyptian was not narrating myths. He preceded Freud and Jung by thousands of years in drawing a precise anatomical map of the psyche and the human soul. Egyptologists have counted the number of Neteru in Egyptian civilization. Ranging from 1,500 to 2,000 names of divine entities, Neteru, recorded in temples and funerary texts. Yet to truly grasp this cosmic army, we need to shift the lenses through which we see. For the ancient Egyptian did not see the god as a person sitting on a cloud in the sky. He saw that every vital function in the universe has a consciousness managing it behind the scenes. Therefore, names multiplied with the multiplication of functions. The Nile flood has a consciousness called Neteru, happy. Writing has a consciousness engineer, Neteru, called Thoth. Cosmic truth has a rhythm controller, Neteru, called Maat. And even the gates of the underworld were not left to chance. But a guardian Neteru was placed for each. We are not talking about polytheism, but about a precise classification of the conscious forces of the universe. Meaning, the pharaohs weren't throwing a costume party for gods. They built a ministerial structure. Everyone holding a portfolio, Minister of Irrigation, Happy, Minister of Justice, Maat, Minister of Communications, Thoth. And unfortunately, we treat them as if they are ghosts and fear them, even though they are cosmic employees whose job is to serve you if you know how to sign the request correctly. If a picture containing 14 characters stops you, know that it is not a random crowd. It is a digital code referring us to two central myths. The first is the tragedy of Osiris, where Seth did not suffice with killing his brother, but tore his body into 14 pieces and scattered them across Egypt. The choice of the number here is not bloody but astronomical. It precisely mimics the lunar cycle, which takes 14 days to become a full moon before it begins to fade and vanish. Just as Osiris vanished. As for the second myth, it concerns the son of existence, Ra, who is said to possess 14 Kas, or energetic doubles. These ethereal beings are not just copies. They are living embodiments of his multiple qualities and powers, such as strength, radiance, prosperity, and victory. The number 14, then, is the unifier between the cycle of death, Moon Osiris, and the life force, Sun Ra. But the Egyptian mentality, which engineered the pyramids with infinite precision, would not leave the spirit world in chaotic disorder. They did not worship 2,000 gods separately and spontaneously. They structured this cosmic consciousness into tight administrative circles, or what can be called grand cosmic companies. At the top of the organizational pyramid comes the Ennead Company, the Sacred Nine. It is the elite group led by Ra, and comprises 9 gods representing the sequence of creation and the founding fathers of reality, starting from Ra, through Shu and Tefnut, Geb and Nut, arriving at the earthly drama with Osiris, Isis, Seth, and Nephthys. And in the furthest depth, we find the Ogdoad Company. It is the circle that contains 8 deities, 4 males and 4 female. representing the forces of fluid, watery chaos, and the primordial chemistry that preceded organized creation, just like the energy of Nun. This isn't just mythology, this is a cosmic business model. There is the board of directors, the Ennead, who set the high strategy. And there is the operations team, the Ogdoad, working in the lab below, adjusting the chemistry of existence. If we applied this organization in our lives, we wouldn't be so lost. In our series, we do not need the 2000 Neter. We focused on the executive council of the human soul. Ra, spirit and vision. Horus, will. Thoth, mind. Anubis, conscience. Isis, intuition. Osiris, roots. Seth, fuel and shadow. Maat, law. And Hathor, frequency. And the frequency that activates this law is Hathor. She is not just a goddess of love, she is the frequency itself. She is the wave of joy, ecstasy, and acceptance. She is the energetic womb that allows creation to pass through. Stage 1. Emanation. Ra, Maat, Hathor. From the womb of this nothingness, the first conscious will emanates to form the triangle of existence. Ra, vision and source. Not just the sun disk. He is the higher self within you. He is the spark that says, I exist. He is the long vision and the ultimate goal of your life. His relationship to others. He is the one who gives legitimacy to Horus to rule. And he is the one who sends Thoth to teach humans. But for this fiery vision to manifest, it needs a path and a law. And here, Maat manifests. Maat, order and truth. To manifest this vision, one needs laws and frequency. She is not merely a goddess with wings, she is the cosmic conscience and the structure of truth and order. She is the delicate balance within your chest that tells you when you are in harmony with the truth and when you are discordant. She is the solid foundation of integrity upon which the light of Ra walks. Then comes Hathor to infuse life into this order. Hathor, frequency and acceptance. She is not merely a symbol of love only, she is the physics of vibration and frequency. She is the energy of flow and joy that allows destinies to manifest with ease and without friction. Without Hathor, life loses its flow, becoming a rigid descent rather than a living movement. You'll slide down anyway, but you'll come out scratched and sore. Hathor represents the lubricating force that allows life to flow with ease and pleasure. Her relationship, Maat provides the structure of the path. Hathor supplies the rhythm that allows the journey to unfold. Stage 2. Roots and protection. But the tree that aspires for its branches to touch the sky must first sink its roots into the darkness of the soil to obtain stability and protection. Osiris, roots and resurrection. You must stop seeing him as a god of the dead. He is the lord of memory and ancestors. He is the psychological pattern of resilience. That part you capable of shattering and undergoing symbolic death. Then is resurrected again, stronger than before. In relation to Horus, it is the past on which Horus the future stands. For without the roots of Osiris, Horus has no cause to fight for. And to repair what was broken, Isis intervenes. Isis, mistress of intuition and magic. She is the feminine wisdom. She is the faint voice inside you that knows the way without a map. She is the one who gathers the scattered pieces of Osiris, your broken self, and reassembles you with love to give birth to Horus, your new self. And to protect this sacred growth, Bastet stands guard at the gate. Bastet, boundaries and pleasure. She is the embodiment of boundaries and pleasure. The gentle cat that turns into a fierce lioness the moment her sanctities are violated. She is personal boundaries. She is the part in you that knows how to say no to protect its energy, and how to enjoy life and beauty without guilt. Bastet is the cat attitude we need. The cat might pamper you, but if you step on her tail, she will scratch you in a second without feeling guilt. We need to learn from her how to say no and scratch anyone who encroaches on our psychological boundaries, and then sit and lick our paw with total coldness. Her relationship, she is the bodyguard for the joy of Hathor and the safety of the intuition of Isis. Stage 3. The Executive Trinity. Thoth, Anubis, Horus. And now, to impose your sovereignty over the kingdom of self, you must activate the Executive Council that works with orchestral harmony. First, summon Thoth, the code and the mind. He is the engineer of the mind and master of the code. He is your super analytical ability that deconstructs the rules of the game and sets strategies. His role is pivotal. He is the one who draws the map for Horus. For without Thoth's insight and planning, Horus's power remains just blind energy striking in randomness. Second, stand before Anubis, control and purification. He is the strict gatekeeper and master of self-discipline. He is the vigilant conscience that puts your heart every night on the scale asking, is your intention pure? His role is scrutiny and purification to pave the way. For without Anubis's filtering, Horus corrupts and turns from a just king into a tyrant devoured by ego inflation. And finally, the quorum is complete with Horus, will and sovereignty. He is the king. He is you when all previous forces unite to take a decision. He is the courageous action. He is the eye that sees the goal and pounces on it without hesitation. His role: he is the supreme executor who turns Ra's vision, Thoth's plan, and Anubis's discipline into a tangible reality that rules the earth. Who is Horus? If Ra is the energy, and Thoth is the program, and Osiris is the memory, then who is Horus? Horus is distinguished from all other gods by one decisive and mighty feature. And it is what makes the series named the Horus Code and not the Ra Code. The feature is, Horus is the embodiment. Here are the fundamental differences. He is the only one who represents the outcome. All other gods represent raw forces or principles. Ra equals sun, Maat equals truth, Seth equals chaos. Horus is the sum of their addition. He is the only god resulted from the marriage of the past, Osiris, and wisdom, Isis, and was refined by chaos, Seth, and science, Thoth. The secret: Horus is the perfect human. He is the living Neter. Osiris rules the world of the dead. Ra rules the sky, higher self, future. Horus is the only one who rules the earth, physical reality, present. That is why the pharaoh was titled the living Horus. He is the soul that accepted the challenge of descending into the density of matter and triumphing within it. He is the hero who suffered and evolved, the hero's journey. Most gods are static in their functions. Maat does not change, Thoth does not err. Horus is the only god who went through a journey of evolution. He was born an orphan, feared, hid, lost his eye, suffered, and angry. Idun learned and triumphed. The secret: Horus represents the journey of consciousness. He is not perfect from the beginning like Ra. Rather, he earns his perfection through experience. This makes him the closest model to the human soul. Master of the two horizons, the Horus is the only one bearing the title, Hor-Em-Akhet, meaning Horus in the two horizons. He is the point where spirit, eastern horizon, meets matter, western horizon. He is the bridge between heaven and earth. Owner of the double crown. Master of duality. He is the only one who unified the opposites, light and shadow, order and chaos, into one harmonious entity. While other gods often side with one aspect, Horus is the only one who could wear the double crown, white and red, Upper and Lower Egypt. The alchemical meaning: he is the only one who unified the opposites, light and shadow, order and chaos. spirit and body, in one harmonious entity. While other gods are components in the cosmic equation, Horus is the solution. To activate the Isis code and exit the swamp, you must determine your direction. Open your private file and record today's date as the beginning of your journey. The exercise: tomorrow early morning, stand facing east, the direction of Horus's birth. Close your eyes and summon the memory. Not yesterday's memory, the memory of your soul before descending to earth. Say in an audible voice, "I am not the circumstances, I am not the past. I am the soul that chose to come here to reclaim its throne." Isis has now found you.